who's up for a Disney Parks Halloween haul. Hello everyone and welcome back to Busy in Disneyland. Sorry that it's slightly dark. I'm trying to film this before I lose the natural light in my bedroom because I have a lot of videos to film for you now I'm back from California and not enough time to do it. So as you guys know, I have just come back from Disneyland. And while we were there, it was all decked out for Halloween, so I wanted to do a separate haul showing you my Halloween merchandise, which I could show you in October, as my main Disney Parks haul isn't going to come for a while yet. But don't worry, that is a much bigger haul. So for today's video, I've got 2 plush, 4 pins and 2 spirit jerseys to show you guys. I do have prices for everything, but it is pre-tax as it just messes with my head to work out the tax. I believe it's somewhere between 7 and 8%, but I think it differs and I'm not sure what the conditions are. So I will just give you the figure pre-tax. And obviously it is all in dollars as I was in America. So the first plush got slightly squished when I vacuum packed him, and it is Vampire Mickey. You can see he's got these really cute fangs and I particularly love his outfit. This is the Disney Parks one, and right there you can see the Disney Store one that I got from the UK this year. My favourite thing about this Mickey is his cape has candy all over it, which I really love, and that's what got a bit messed up in the vacuum pack. It's gone all creased and I really don't want to iron it, so I'm just leaving it as it is for the moment. So this plush was $22 before tax. As soon as I saw him, I knew he was coming home with me because the Halloween merchandise for the UK had already been rolled out and he wasn't one of them, so I knew this was my only opportunity to get another Halloween plush. I didn't get the Minnie because I wasn't as much of a fan of her, and at this moment in time I also haven't got the UK Minnie Mouse plush for Halloween either. This one doesn't have a year on it like my Halloween plush from the UK has, but I know what year I got it as it's the year I went to Disneyland for Halloween. And then the other plush is a double and it cost slightly more because of that. I saw it on Instagram right before I went, so I knew I had to look for them and get them, and they are the Chip and Dale. They cost $30 before tax, so $15 each, and Chip is Dr. Frankenstein and Dale is Frankenstein's monster, and I just think they're so cute. They also did them in pin form, but since I'd already bought the plush I thought I didn't need the pins as well. But if you're not a plush collector, you can get the pins instead, which I think is a really nice idea. It gives a lot of variety to the park goers. They don't have to just collect the plush because it's cute. If they don't like plush, they can have the pins instead. So those were $30. Then the first pin I got was a limited edition, which was available in the pin shop, which is opposite the Lego shop in downtown Disney. And it is an Oogie Boogie pin. It says Disney's California Adventure and the spell is cast, which is to do with the Oogie Boogie Bash, which is held at Disney's California Adventure. In previous years, the Halloween party has always been held at Disneyland, but the first year we went, they have now decided to hold it in Disney's California Adventure. I showed you guys what it was like in the vlog last week, so if you haven't watched that, click the card up above to check that out, as it was an amazing experience. And even though I don't have experience of a Halloween party in Disneyland, I thought it worked really well in DCA, given all the extra space you have in that park. So there are 2 pin posts on this one. It cost $18 before tax, and it's a limited edition of 3,000, which is really cool. And then the other 3 pins were all from the Oogie Boogie Bash. You could only get this merchandise on a party night. So if you watch the vlog, you will see I went for the spirit jersey first, and then once I got the spirit jersey I went straight over to the pins, and the difference in the queues was completely different. The spirit jersey queue was basically just people milling around the shop because the cast members didn't see the point in having the queue, and then when the girl came out with the rail, everyone just mobbed her and it was so badly organised. But then I went straight over to the pin area where the pins were being sold, and everyone was just in a queue waiting to be served, and it was far more civil and nothing like what I was expecting, but I got the 3 I wanted. The only 2 I don't have are the jumbo pin because it wasn't available, and the annual pass holder pin because I'm not an annual pass holder, obviously. So the first one I got is the limited release pin, which basically means it will be on sale for all of the party nights, and it doesn't have a edition size. So this one was $16. It just has 1 pin post, and it says Oogie Boogie Bash, a Disney Halloween Party, First Fright 2019, and it just says limited release on the back as well. And then this one is my favourite pin. The jumbo pin looked exactly like this one, so I saved like $40 not getting that one. So this one was $18. It says It's Good to Be Bad, Oogie Boogie Bash 2019. It's 1 pin post again, and this is a limited edition of 4,000. And the final one, which was Joe's favourite out of the 3, and it's a glow-in-the-dark Oogie Boogie pin, and it says the spell is cast, just like the one I got from Downtown Disney, and it says Oogie Boogie Bash 2019 underneath the cauldron. This one was $18. It's got 1 pin post, and again it's a limited edition of 4,000. And then I got 2 spirit jerseys, and they are the only Disney spirit jerseys that I got on my whole trip. The first one I got was the one I mentioned from the Oogie Boogie Bash. There was actually a guy who, when he saw me walking towards the rail, he said, "Get down that side because you're not a 3XL and I need a 3XL." And I got really offended because I was like, how do you know I don't want to wear a 3XL? Like, don't look at my body and tell me what size I am. I didn't really appreciate the way he spoke to me. But the problem with releases where they don't make you stand in a queue is that it sort of becomes every man for himself, and people aren't nice in those situations. I've found that in the Disney store in this country, specifically November's Mickey Memories. So I try to stay away from situations like this where there isn't going to be a civil queuing system. But I wasn't under the impression until it was very late that this is how the spirit jersey was being handled. But I got out of that man's way fairly quickly. I waited until the lady had put the spirit jerseys where they needed to be put and made sure she was away from us. And then I got a small, I think. Yes, I got a small. So it says Oogie Boogie Bash, a Disney Halloween Party, First Fright 2019. And I really like that because if they continue to do Oogie Boogie Bashes instead of the Mickey's Halloween Party that it replaced, I will have merchandise that says I went to the very first one. And what's unique about this spirit jersey is the detailing on the bottom. On the front, you've got the Evil Queen from Snow White, Ursula and Dr. Facilier, and then on the back you've got Hades, Maleficent and Jafar. And at the top, just across your shoulders and your back, it says It's Good to Be Bad, and you've got Oogie Boogie rolling the dice. So this was $65 before tax, and it was one of the only things I definitely wanted from this trip, so I'm really happy I managed to get it. I had a lot of compliments on it when I wore it the next evening in the parks, people asking where I got it from, because if you're not really in the Disney community, you don't really pay attention to the merchandise releases. So a lot of people didn't know that you could only get that spirit jersey if you were attending one of the Halloween parties. But because I fully immersed myself in the merchandise available before I go on a trip, I knew what I wanted to get and I made sure I got it. And then the final spirit jersey nearly broke my heart. When we got to our hotel on the first day, we went straight to Downtown Disney to get a couple of things, and they didn't have the spirit jersey I was looking for. So I asked a cast member, as I usually do if I have a problem. I'd rather not just leave the store disappointed. They might have some in the back, or they may know when a delivery is coming in. I always think it's better to ask than just leave disappointed, knowing that there's more you could have done to get what you wanted. So I asked a cast member and she said they sold out the week before, which didn't surprise me, that's just my dumb luck to be honest. But she said keep trying because they don't actually know before things arrive what they're going to get on their deliveries. So I kept trying, kept asking cast members at different locations. Someone said it could be up to 2 weeks. So I was really upset because I knew I wasn't going to get this spirit jersey now. And then by chance, the one day, I can't even remember what day it was, we all went into Downtown Disney to get something and they had them. I've unfortunately not checked mine and it's got a little tiny loose stitch which my mum is going to sort out for me. But I got the size I wanted and I now have the Halloween candy corn spirit jersey. As you can see, it's really glittery and the writing is quite tough, which Joe doesn't like that much. He doesn't like the feel of it, but it is candy corn colours and you've got a little Halloween Mickey dotting the eye. And then on the front is the Disneyland D and it says established 1955. And you've got another pumpkin Mickey. And again, that one was $65 before tax. And I was really happy as this was the spirit jersey that I wanted from my trip. I usually only buy one spirit jersey and it was between this one and the purple spirit jersey. The purple potion or potion purple. I'm not sure what order it's supposed to be said in, but it was this one or that one. So I'm really happy I managed to get this one and I'm going to wear it the entire month of October, so you're probably going to get sick of me wearing it in my videos and my Instagram posts. So that was my Disney Parks Halloween haul. I really hope you enjoyed it and it's got you excited for the spooky season. Halloween is my favourite time of year, so when I knew we were going for Halloween, I knew that I would buy specific Halloween merchandise that I will keep for Halloweens to come. Please make sure you're subscribed to my channel so that you don't miss my vlogs and my other two hauls coming your way very soon. I have a regular Disney Parks haul and I also have a haul of the things I got outside of Disney, such as Knott's Berry Farm, the Disney Store and Hallmark. So make sure you tune in for those. If you are subscribed, just make sure you've rang the bell next to the subscribe button as it will notify you whenever I upload a new video so you don't miss anything. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you real soon for another video. Bye!